Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another match of the Rush Cup. Today we have San Jose State University versus McMaster University. And starting off with a couple of bans, which is a little bit different from yesterday's game. Where yesterday carry heroes were just targeted immediately by both colleges. Now this game's starting with Enigma and Treant Protector right off the bat. Looking to already take down two large lockdown heroes.
5 seconds.
But we'll see how the teams choose to continue with their bans from here on out. Maybe going towards taking down more carries again, like the Terrorblade or Morphling that are popular. Or maybe choosing to target strong lockdown heroes if they've scouted each other out, you know, maybe taking down a Phoenix or an Ogre in the bans. But interesting choice to ban Weaver with an instant Shadow Demon response. Shadow Demon's interesting. I haven't seen him being picked up quite as often in this meta, but maybe they're targeting a specific player that has a large number of Shadow Demon games or something like that. With that ban, Weaver makes sense from San Jose. He's just a strong offlaner, strong support, followed by a Centaur. Could be a nasty offlaner that they just choose to not want to deal with. And Shadow Shaman from McMaster. He's been a very strong support for a while now, so often just so obnoxious to deal with in lane due to his strong right-click damage and his shackles. So not too surprising of a ban there.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dyer's pick.
Axe.
San Jose opens immediately with an Axe. Not too surprising, especially since nobody banned him, but they did ban Centaur. Axe is kind of in an interesting spot right now, where he's obviously extremely strong with just Battle Hunger and BKB Piercing Lockdown, but he's being picked a lot because of his flexibility. Some teams running him as a position 5 almost, just using his Battle Hunger to harass, while others using him as more of a position 3 as a tanky initiator, going in and out of fights. Undying picked up by McMaster. Strong, just a generally strong support. Though yesterday we saw that not working out so well. But this time, Venge picked up next, and then Tiny in response from San Jose. Now, if I remember from the matches yesterday, we saw Undying and Venge being picked up by Colorado Boulder, and that ended up not working out so well to them, and just kind of getting run down by their opponents. But maybe we'll see it work out here for McMaster. Santa Cruz was able to just do whatever they wanted. Second round of bans here. Terrorblade and Drow both being taken out. Drow makes sense, can be strong with Venge or other range cores, and Terrorblade just a strong hero overall. It's not too surprising, no bans.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire team ban.
Next, they choose to take out the Phantom Lancer from San Jose, and then Morphling by McMaster. So that's the majority of strong carry heroes right now are already gone, which makes this a bit more interesting with a Viper from McMaster. I'm assuming this is a anti-mid tiny hero, or it could just be a comfort pick. They're choosing to take Viper in order to make Tiny's
Dyer's
life
pick.
miserable. The Bane from San Jose, just a strong lane support right now. Bane Axe can be rather nasty here.
Radiant's pick.
Abaddon by McMaster. Not... Abaddon seems to be somewhat overwhelming in recent memory. It's kind of a unusual hero to be playing right now, but at the same time, a lot of the standard
10
offlaners in
seconds to go.
7.19 are already banned out. So the
5
Centaur, Weaver,
seconds.
Enigma, etc. So that could be why they're choosing to go for it.
Dyer's ban.
OD. Outward Devourer is... I don't know about this. There's no int heroes from McMaster yet, so he definitely has the ability to just kind of run over
10
Undying or
seconds to
Viper
go.
if he starts snowballing out of control.
5 seconds.
But at the same time, as soon as they hit BKBs, he's kind of a potato. So I'm not sure how I feel about
Radiant's
this.
ban.
We'll have to see how that mid lane plays out for him, which is most likely means that this is a position 3 Tiny going into the off lane with a position 5 Axe, maybe a Bane off lane with this Tiny. I'm not
10
sure about this OD.
seconds
The
to go.
Viper I would think usually beats him,
5 seconds.
because he can't really do anything to the Viper except kind of like stand there and be sad. But McMaster chooses to ban out the Troll Warlord here.
Radiant's
They're
pick.
probably not looking to go for like a Phoenix or anything. So I'm
Dyer's
kind of
pick.
curious about that. Monkey King
Warrior.
banned, and then Ursa taken immediately. So this is probably a safe lane Ursa Axe.
Pugna.
Choose your
Pugna
hero.
is the last pick from McMaster. That's interesting. So is it a... It could be an off-lane Pugna? Wait, is this a core Vengeful? I guess it could be a core Venge or a core Abaddon. Most likely a position 5 Undying. Very, very flexible lanes. They can kind of put Abaddon, Viper, Pugna in almost any lane they want, except Abaddon mid. But overall, I think... I'm not too sure about the Ursa here. Between Viper ult, Venge slows, I guess Ursa does fare pretty well versus Undying. But he can't really touch an Abaddon for most of the game. If Pugna can anyone he tries to go on, Pugna can decrepify. He might have some trouble until he hits BKB. But we'll see what happens going into this. Overall, a fairly interesting matchup. We have up in the
This should be
dire side of the
interesting.
map is, I believe, McMaster, while in the Radiant San Jose University. It looks like they have the Pugna December going mid with off-lane Viper high end, which it looks like he may be by himself. Are they bringing a Vengeful Spirit down? I'm not really sure yet. but it is No Name on the Venge, Bryn City on the Undying, and then .tv/Luki Luki on the Abaddon. Looks like it may be a core Abaddon.
30
not
seconds
certain.
to battle.
But on the Radiant side, we have Panthera Tigress on the Axe, and Tiny Makakong. Unknown letters on the OD. That's not helpful. Dre on the Bane, and then Cheapy on the Ursa down in the bot lane. Looks like their rune's going to get stolen here,
Well,
while they're also
like
taking the
bloodbaths.
top rune away from the Abaddon. So 2 for 2, nothing interesting there. But we have Bane hiding for his life. Let's see if they most likely not going to slot him, but you have to start with Nightmare level 1, which is kind of unfortunate for him because usually you want to get Brain Sap for the early harass. That's an OD versus Pugna. Pugna with the much better block due to Pugna just staying in the mid lane. But Undying's going to rotate all the way up top here. So it's going to be 2 melees versus 2 melees. I think I favor the Axe Tiny in this matchup. Between the last hit ability of Tiny, Battle Hunger, it can be kind of a rough lane for Abaddon. Unless they just tank tower damage for no reason. Bottom lane, Bane and Ursa versus a Venge Viper. I think I favored the Venge Viper in this matchup right now. Oh, first blood up top. And a pause. But I guess the interesting, not quite sure how the Axe died up here. I guess they just ran him down with DK? It's hard to tell since the DK stacks don't show up. Alright, here we go again. Mid lane, we have OD versus Pugna. The OD taking an early level advantage, it looks like. Let's pull up last hits. Here we go. So we'll see. Keep an eye on this top lane. If with that one kill, they may be eager to keep going again. And they did manage to get a side pull off here. But Tiny's going to find that and clean it up. Battle Hunter's going to be kind of annoying for this Undying. But it's only level 1 right now, so not really, doesn't really care that much about it. The big thing is that he already has his boots, which is going to make him nearly impossible for the Axe and Tiny to kill for now. Because they can just kind of do this since they have the level advantage. Just run at him. While on bottom, Venge and Bane are trading with each other, and because of taking Nightmare, Venge hits harder than he does, especially with that stun.
Denied.
Up in the top lane, they're going on the Axe with Tombstone, and without, he kind of needs to throw Battle Hunger out. Use an ability Axe, but no, he falls. Toss to keep the Abaddon back. But that's a double kill for the Abaddon. This lane is actually going surprisingly well for the Dire. While on bottom, they may find the Viper. Can you Bane body block enough? Yeah, looks like it. Nicely done. They're going to find the Viper, but tank a lot of tower damage.
This is ours.
So now this Abaddon is quite a bit ahead of the Axe now. Undying killing himself to a neutral creep in order to get his mana and health back. Well, in mid, Pugna versus OD. It looks like Pugna is actually doing really well right now. 15-5 to 8-4. So with all three of Dyer's cores being up in last hits and denies right now.
Missing bottom. Mine.
So despite losing the 1-kill bottom, they're still... Viper is making this lane down here kind of miserable for them. 2 points in poison attack already. Top lane. Axe is still level 2. Not a good day for him. He's kind of just having a rough time against... Oh, toss under tower. Nicely done. He misses the avalanche though, so Abaddon's just going to run away. Undyne denies his own tombstone. Well done. Bottom, just kind of trading harass. Gets a little easier now since Bane has Brain Sap. We'll have to keep an eye on this since Bane's already out of regen. So if Viper just keeps doing that, he's going to be forced out. On top lane, Axe is finally level 3, so he's going to be able to just keep harassing with Battle Hunger. But he's only got a salve left, and Abaddon already has a ring of regen. So he's going to just kind of tank a lot of this damage and not care. Pugna picks up a haste. Just going to use it to pick up his bottle faster. But they find the Venge, and now... Oh, this might be goodbye. Goodbye, Bane. OD gets a little space to farm, but not much. Well, in top, Undyne running a little low on mana. Now that the Radiant side have caught up in levels a little bit, this lane gets a little easier. But it's definitely still favored towards... Well, Tiny's actually managed to catch up in CS, though he's still behind in denies. Well, the bottom lane, we have Viper is a little bit ahead of... Quite a bit ahead in denies, a little ahead in last hits, but maybe they're going to attempt to go on the Bane here? Or on the Viper here, but no, he's just going to harass him, and then regret it. Yeah, Brain Sap is nice, but he's being out leveled, so it's not quite as... It's definitely not as efficient trading as he'd like it to be.
Bottom is missing.
While up Bane, the Pugna has started pushing out the mid wave when the OD left. The OD picked up a regen and is now walking back mid.
Tower is under siege.
I think it's going to be interesting to see just how well Pugna does this game. Because if he keeps getting ahead and stays ahead, it's going to make his life a lot easier for his team. Especially due to Decrepify. Top lane, do they choose to go? Undyne is rather low on mana. Oh, but they lose the Bane in bottom. They lose the Ursa. And Bane stick. Nice. Nightmare. Right click, right click, right click. Brain Sap. Nicely done by the Bane. Oh, but the Venge illusion is gonna take a kill. Well, Abaddon's already level 6. Just does not care. Run at this guy. So a double kill for the Abaddon. This Abaddon's gonna be very scary this game. He's already got a helm of the Dominator. Working towards his phase boots.
But just continue doing whatever it was you were doing.
Well, Pugna's gonna keep shoving out mid with this regen. Maybe Bane is here, but most likely just gonna ward. Pugna's so fast, he's just gonna run down here and take this illusion rune.
Invisibility.
And maybe look to use it to kill Ursa if they can find him, but they will have to dive into the tree line. So most likely not going to find anything there. Well, they do get a deep ward down. So if he pokes his head out for a second, they'll see him. But no, Pugna just TP's back mid. I'm gonna keep farming. Maybe take this tier 1 soon. Abaddon's got a troll creep here, so with Ensnare he can literally just take down this Tiny when he feels like it. And the Tiny kind of knows that he's playing a little bit back. In the bottom lane? No, in mid. Bane and OD find a kill on the Pugna, which is good for him. But they're still looking for the Ursa down here.
Dire structures have been fortified.
They spot him out. Stunned. Viper Strike? No. Bane is here, TP support. Oh. OD saves the Ursa for now. The stun finds the Bane. Tombstone dies. So they find the OD, with Ursa barely living. He needs to be careful. Ooh, 2 more hits. Abaddon's looking for the Tiny down here. Doesn't find him for now. Oh, this poor Axe. Just trying to catch up and getting bullied out of whichever lane he goes to. Ooh, Ursa. Nice. Oh, he can't quite get him. He doesn't have his phase boots yet. If he had phase boots there, that's a dead Undying. This bear, Fuzzy Wuzzy down here needs to be careful. Oh, I think you're dead, buddy. Yeah, goodbye.
Swarms over me.
Pugna takes the mid tower. Not quite sure why the net creep is here. Oh, maybe this is why. Oh, wait. It's a free kill, Pugna. What you doing? Nah, he's just content to farm. Abaddon's pushing out top. And they find... I guess they found Undying in the river. Not surprising, but they're gonna smoke. Looking for the Pugna. I'm not quite sure where he went, but they don't have any wards on this side of the map. But they're gonna look to rotate around behind, and they may. Oh, they're gonna catch both of them here. It looks like. Grip onto the Pugna, banishing the Underlord. What am I saying? Banishing the Abaddon in order to keep him in place. Sleep to wear out his ult, and then the call to kill him. Nicely done. Double kill for the OD, while the Ursa just kind of playing real safe back here.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Good smoke gate for the Radiant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
So hopefully they can keep making plays like that in order to get the kills they need to get back in this game. They're still down by a 4k lead. Down to 3k at the moment. But a big part of that's due to not taking any towers.
Bottom tower is under siege.
Dire has already taken all 3 of the tier 1s. Just due to the strength of Abaddon and Pugna at taking towers early. Ursa's phase boots are done.
Tower is under attack.
But a smoke from the Dire. It's like 4 heroes smoked, hoping to catch the Ursa.
Dire's middle tower
Not gonna
is being
step.
attacked.
They see the smoke break. They know he's here. Alright, they should. Yeah, he's very dead. Let's see. Oh, I don't think you want to be here, OD. Swap back to keep him in place. Banished. Save himself for time, but his teammates cancelled. So he just may be a sacrifice to the Viper gods. Nope, Undyne's dead.
Tower is under siege.
They're gonna look to take a tier 2 off of this. So some of that progress they made with that smoking instantly gonna get turned around by losing both their cores.
Radiant structures have been fortified.
But they may find the
Radiant
Abaddon again.
tower is under attack. You might want to look into
He's
that.
gonna run himself into the trees. Oh, he may get away here. He's got phase
Radiant's
boots.
bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top
Oh, they got him. But, oh, nice triple call by the axe after the avalanche. They don't quite have the strength to take this, though. Oh, the Ursa, though. Oh,
Dominating, I guess.
double, triple kill for the Pugna, but the toss does find the Viper. So a 4-for-4 trade. Basically everyone's dead. I think, let's see, that was actually in favor of the Radiant just because they're farther behind. Though with having lost the Ursa and OD right before this, they're still decently behind in the gold.
Swift.
Etherlands and Veil on the Pugna already. Combine that with Viper's magic damage, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt for a while. There's no BKBs are not anywhere close. Ursa has to go for a blink first, but they're gonna look to smoke again. They're gonna see Undying. That's not really who they want to go on, especially with the Abaddon shield. The Centaur Stomp gonna delay them for a time. Call gets nobody, and Viper's gonna come in from behind. Tombstone goes down, Viper Strike goes down, Ursa ulting but getting tossed around. Bane grip onto the Viper, and that's gonna get a kill, but they're gonna lose 2 for that Viper, and they may lose 3 here while the Bane buys back in order to try and find the Pugna down here, but Pugna's gonna run to the trees and TP out. He'll be fine. So that's a wasted buyback by the Bane. Ursa's gonna run to the shrine. They see him now. Oh, and Venge is gonna find him. Run, Ursa, run. You don't want to be here. There's more spooky people coming. They catch the Venge though, and now Dire's gonna want to get back. Centaur stopped to delay the axe. They're gonna hit the shrine. Pugna's in mid. I'm gonna start knocking down this tower. And there it goes.
Radiant's middle tower has been
Oh.
destroyed. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Radiant needs to be careful
Dire
here.
has fortified
They're
its
pretty
structures.
under-leveled right now.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
With the Pugna's actually on the top of the net worth board right now,
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
followed by the Abaddon. So they're pretty happy with how this is going so far.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
I'll take that.
Well, Pugna's choosing to go for the Force Staff into the TP boots, so he's going to be very speedy. Looks like Viper started to build a Maelstrom and then choosing to go for a Blade Mill next, maybe. But they see Axe here, they're gonna swap him. No stun. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh, that hurts. This poor Axe. And he's still trying to farm his Blink Dagger, but he's nowhere close to it. Still got a ways to go. Tiny, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger either. He's looking to go for a Shadow Blade. Ursa, even farther away. They're gonna go on the Pugna. Immediately cancels the Fiend's Grip while getting slowed and life drained. Ooh, he's barely gonna live here.
That was unreal.
Oh, but they're gonna lose both Bane and OD. So much damage on this Pugna. And he's got a regen, so he can just keep pumping out damage. Buyback from the OD. They gotta do something to stop this push. They'll toss the axe in. He calls 2, but that's... he kills 1 and then dies for it. Well, they have to banished one of his allies, trying to kill them off, but that Odie does not deal enough damage to take this fight right now. Pugna just so much damage from him. Abaddon's got his ult, he's gonna run in. Goodbye, Tiny.
Ultra kill.
Can they catch him? Pugna wants the rampage. And he gets tossed into the fountain. Decrepify, run. Run. No, he's dead. He pays for his greed. But they're still gonna take the tier 3. Looking to take Rax, but they're not quite gonna get it due to 2 buybacks, both Tiny and OD. They find Abaddon. That's a good kill.
Not so bad.
Trying to follow the Undying. Viper's gonna TP out. He'll be fine. There we go. Nice body blocks. Battle Hunger slow. Avalanche. Tree toss. Culling Blade.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
There, Vengeance is just gonna run herself out. So that actually was really good for the axe. He got his Blink Dagger now, but he still has so little armor. No hood, no pipe anywhere on this Radiant team. So this Pugna is still gonna be a problem for them. Oh, but maybe they find him? Nope. Force Staff, run away. He's so quick.
To my house.
But oh, he finds the Viper. Fiend's Grip into Ursa. Oh, the Force Staff though. It's going to keep him on the low ground. He's going to walk away just barely. Nicely done by the Pugna again. Force Staff already been paying off. Now, calm down a little bit maybe. Running down some illusions. With Pugna keeps shoving out the waves. It's getting difficult for the Radiant to find farm on the map. They've already lost all their outer towers. They've already lost 1 tier 3. And the Dire are just going to keep putting pressure on them. Because they have the level advantage. They have the gold advantage. And now they're going to start looking to see if they can take the top. I feel like it would be better for them to go for... Oh, call on just the Viper. Oh, what are you doing, buddy? Banish in order to save him. Tiny is looking for something in the back line. He's got a Shadow Blade. But they're already going to lose the axe. And they've made... OD's going to fall, and Bane. Oh, that was really costly for them. Back on the axe. Tiny has to run all the way back, kill a creep wave, and buy a TP, because he doesn't have a TP right now. So that's just going to be a tier 3 for the Dire. Most likely a set of racks here. They can't fight 3v5. They couldn't even fight 5v5. They're just going to go straight for the mid wave. They don't care. Abaddon's got his Radiance, he's got his Helm. Oh, but they're gonna find the Venge. That's a good start. Nice pick off. Bane sleep onto the Abaddon. It's already gone. They're just trying to zone out the Dire. But this Abaddon just doesn't care. Oh, big axe calling too, but he's just gonna get Decrepified dead. Viper gonna go for the OD, but he's going to banish himself. He's trying to kill a Tombstone, but he's disarmed. He's dead. Buyback on the Ursa. Pugna's going to just keep taking the racks. Tiny escapes with a sliver of health. Abaddon ult used. He's tanking the tier 4s to heal himself back up. And they're looking for the next set of racks. Ursa jumping in. Trying to do something with the Radiance. The slows, the dismembers, having to banish to save his life again. Tiny looking to find the Pugna, but he's going to miss the first attack. Toss combo. Ursa has to run himself away. Oh, he's barely going to escape. Banish the Abaddon to keep him back. Tiny now falling to the Spirit Vessel and the two supports. Oh, he's gonna try and turn it. Nope, ooh. He's gotta be, yeah, he's dead. They do find the Venge again. So Abaddon fell in the front of the fight. Vengeful Spirit gonna clean up the Bane. And they take the Undying. But another unnecessary buyback from the Bane. So they hold just barely, but the Dire already have a 20k net worth lead. Oh, this is looking rough for them. Now they have to defend both the top and the mid wave with this very underfarmed Axe. He's had a rough game. 5-9, 5-9, 4-5, 2-5. The only one not in the negative right now is OD. And he doesn't have the items he needs to carry this game. He's trying to pick up a Dragon Lance, but he really needs a BKB.
Double damage.
He just can't tank all the damage from the Pugna Viper.
Poison.
Axe falls to the Viper now. Viper finishes Blade Mail and his Maelstrom. And he's bringing a Dragon Lance out. So he's looking very happy. All Abaddon, Talisman, going for a Halberd. There's no way that the Radiant is getting to a Bloodthorn or a MKB anytime soon. So this Abaddon's basically has to suicide in order to die here. Tiny cutting the creep wave using the Shadow Blade.
Mine.
You need to buy a TP, buddy. Your base is dying. Banishment used to try and slow down the Pugna, but he doesn't really care. The Abaddon's illusion is just going to keep pushing here. This illusion's actually tankier than most of the Radiant side. Trying to kill Tombstone, but it's Decrepify with the with Soul Rip to keep it alive, and Brax will just fall. And that's it, they're gonna call it GG already. That's game. It's like McMaster will take this match quite handily. So congrats to them. Well played overall, just very slow, steady, dominating, playing exactly what the Pugna and the Abaddon wanted to do. Not really much more to be said than that. They won all three lanes, took towers early, and then turned towers into racks, just on the pure gold advantage they had. 7k net worth. Not even 7k for the Ursa. Pugna was double the net worth of every carry on the team. 21, more than double the damage from basically everyone. Even triple the damage of the Axe. Yeah. Well done by McMaster. So it was favored, win probability favored San Jose slightly, but they just started losing towers, more towers, and then game. So, but that'll be all for this match of the Rush Cup. Thank you all for watching. It was a very quick game, but pretty fun to watch.